Hi everybody, welcome to another Webby On Cars video. My name is Paul and today I'm going to show you around the 2019 Ford Endura Titanium. So here we go, this is the 2019 Ford Endura Titanium. It's available in front wheel drive and all wheel drive. This one is a front wheel drive. The colour is magnetic, which seems to suit the car quite well. Quite a classy looking thing. Differences from the other models on the exterior. So the Titanium gets these nice 20-inch alloy wheels, chrome around the door, sort of the handles and the windows, little sort of chrome strip there on the back. As you can see, this is one of the demonstrators at my work with the Berwick Ford logo on the back there. But yeah, so you get a few more exterior features than you do on the standard models. So the standard models, even from the base model upwards, the Trend and ST line, even you get things like the keyless entry, push button start, front and rear sensors and rear camera. Titanium goes a little bit further. As you can see just down here, show you the sensor for the active park assist, which is standard on Titanium. All Endura models get the LED headlamps. The headlamps on the Titanium are what they call adaptive, so they show light onto the part of the road that needs it and stops blinding people in front of you or coming the opposite way, with the auto high beam assist as well. So it does come with quite a lot of standard features. All the Enduras get things like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping aid, autonomous emergency braking, so they're all sort of fully protected. The Titanium also gives you blind spot monitor as well, so another extra bit of safety kit on there. So yeah, that's the sort of the outside of the vehicle. And we come inside, so you get the upgrade to full leather. So the Trend gets the standard cloth seats, ST line has leather and suede combination, and then when we go to Titanium you get the full leather. The front seats are heated and air conditioned, and the back seats are heated, which is unusual. Often people in the back get overlooked and have to wait until their body heat warms up the seats in the winter. But other than Titanium, you've got heated seats. On the door there you can see the memory settings. So for the driver you've got 3 position memories, which is quite nice if you have people that regularly sort of change drivers in the car. And you also get this lovely panoramic sunroof, which has also got an internal blind. So if it is a hot day, a bit like today, you can shut the internal blind and stop the car getting too hot inside. But as I said, you've got air conditioned seats anyway. Dashboard is pretty familiar to the other models in the range. So you've got the big 8-inch touchscreen, which is the Sync 3 system, up in the centre console there. Buttons are very minimal on the dashboard, which is quite nice. So it stops it looking too cluttered. If we jump in, I'll just show you a bit of a tour of the inside of the car. We'll shut the door, we get the aircon going, because as I say, it is a bit warm in here today. The car's got a function where it memorises your seat position as well for you, which is quite nice. So you can see with the dash there, obviously speedo on the right hand side, and then centre of the speedo you've got shows you safety equipment. The centre display you've got obviously at the minute showing digital speedo, but you can change that to show other functions as well. So you could look at your phone list, you could look at navigation, or entertainment would be where you'd look up your radio or CD or whatever you're listening to there. On the left hand side, obviously just your digital rev counter there. So it's all nicely laid out, pretty clear, nice and easy to see. On the steering wheel, over to the left here, we've got the buttons for the adaptive cruise control. On the right hand side, just your typical buttons for your volume, for your radio and your telephone buttons as well, and also voice control. Because a lot of the Sync 3 system is actually voice controlled, which is quite nice, makes it quite user friendly. And obviously in this day and age where the police are very hot on people using their phones in the car, it comes in quite handy. So that's the main screen there for the Sync 3 system. As you can see, you've got your navigation, radio, and then your phone would show up there when your phone's connected. These two buttons just below operate the heated and air conditioned seats for the front passengers. As you can see, I've got the air conditioned seats on at the moment because it is quite hot here today. It's only 25, but you know what a car gets like when it's hot inside. And then buttons just down there, just for your basic buttons for your climate control, and obviously volume for your radio, etc. All Enduras get the Rotary gear selector, which is quite easy to use. It takes a bit of getting used to if you're used to the traditional sort of gear stick, but once you've driven it for a couple of weeks, yeah, it becomes the norm. Electric handbrake just over here to the left, button to turn off the parking sensors, and then being the titanium, you've got the active park assist, which is quite a handy feature as well. At this day and age, parking spaces are getting smaller. Cars seem to be getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, it's quite a nice place to be. It's pretty, like I say, it's not cluttered, it's nicely laid out, everything's easy to use. So yeah, it is a nice sort of clear dashboard. You've even got paddles behind the steering wheel if you want to pretend to be a racing driver. Not that a 2-litre diesel is necessarily the car that you'd or the engine that you put in a racing car. So just coming back to, like I say, the sunroof, you've got the buttons up here. So it operates obviously the glass panel here, and these two buttons operate the internal blind. But yeah, you can see how much light comes in. The titanium gets the lighter coloured roof lining, as opposed to the ST line, which gets the darker. I'm going to say the sunroof is standard, so it's a really nice feature to have. But like I say, on a sunny day like today, you can actually completely shut the blind and stop the car getting too hot. That's something you'll see up here. Up here is a little speaker, and then there's also one just up there over the driver's side. That's actually for noise cancellation. So it's like the Bose headphones. So it listens to noise coming in from outside the car, and then it actually plays anti-noise through the speakers, so you get a nice quiet cabin. That's a pretty cool feature. So that's sort of the front of the vehicle. It's also got an electric tailgate, so you've got the button there top right, so you can actually operate the electric tailgate from inside the car. You can also operate it from a button on the key, but you can also do the whole thing where you wave your foot underneath and it magically opens the boot. Not sure if we're going to be able to do it with the engine running. So we'll just have a quick look in the back of the car. Now, being that the Endura is only a 5-seater, you get heaps of space. As you can see, loads of leg room in the car, loads of headroom as well, particularly when you've got this sunroof. So in the back, down here, as well as having air vents, you also got the buttons for the heated outer seats in the back. You've got a 12-volt socket down there on the left, and you've also got a 230-volt 150-watt inverter, so you can actually plug in iPads or phones for additional charging points as well, which is quite handy. So that's the back of the car, and so plenty of space. It's a really nice place to be. I think if they made this a 7-seater, it would actually be quite cramped, so I think it actually works better as a 5-seater. Yeah, I don't think it would really work if you added a couple more seats. So we've just opened the boot there from the remote key. So as you can see, it's a really good sized boot. And so you've got the cargo blind cover there, which is standard on titanium. There's plenty of space. And then you get the buttons over here, so it actually enables you to press the button and then the seat drops down. If we do it again with the right hand side, just press and hold it. There you go, makes it nice and easy to put the seats down. This rear cargo blind does come out completely, so then you can imagine how much space you'd have in there. It'd be absolutely huge. So it's a really big 5-seat family SUV. So they're really good to drive. They all come with the same 2-litre turbo diesel engine. It's got 140 kilowatt and 400 newton meters of torque, and that's mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. And I say it's actually, if you listen now, the engine's running, so it's pretty quiet. That's really quiet for a diesel. And so often petrol cars can be that sort of level of noise, but no, that's a 2-litre diesel. Pretty amazing, really. So there you have it. That's the Focus Titanium, not the Focus Titanium. That's the Endura Titanium. Don't know why I said Focus. That's the Endura Titanium. So this is our demonstrator at my work, Berwick Ford. It'll be for sale pretty soon. So if anybody's interested, hit me up. Send me a message if you're interested or got any questions on the vehicle. And come down and see it for yourself and take a drive. So that's the video on the Endura Titanium. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them below or send me a message. There's plenty more videos to come for the rest of this year. So hit the subscribe button and make sure you click on the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when the next video comes out. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.